So we're trying this again. We went live before, Miss Crystal Cunningham, for the interview, and it stopped abruptly. So nevertheless, we're coming back in to finish this up. Let me see if I can invite her on again. It was so good. I'm so upset that it just stopped. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining. So I'm on live, Miss Crystal. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me? For those who are tuning in now, can you hear me? So let's see. Come back on, Crystal. I sent you the link. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
I had to come get in the car.
Look, you see where I'm at, right? I said, no, we finishing this. I'm in the car.
I had to come get in the car. I was like, all right, let me go get in the car.
Yeah. So I know where we left off. Hi, Renee. Hi, Frank. Is an echo. Let me. Am I echoing on your end?
Just a little bit. We just started.
Okay.
Say something again.
All right. Mommy. Oh, hi, Mom. I'm fine. Okay. So yeah, it was good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And when it did that abruptly, I was like, no. I was running around the house, holding the phone up. So I said, you know what, I'm going in the car because I'm leaving anyway. But we gotta finish this. So let me see if I can do it without the headphones. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep, I can hear you.
Check out my. Okay.
Yep,
I can hear you. Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna pull it up here. All right. So I know where we left off. So for those who are joining us for the first time here, go back and watch. Go back. There's another video of part 1 and watch from the beginning because Miss Crystal shared her testimony. She talked about how she evolved as a woman, everything she has going on. What else? Scriptures, the life, books, speaking platforms, being in rooms with billionaires, millionaires, just didn't expect it, didn't know, and all glory to God. So I know where you left off. You and you can just take it from there, Miss Crystal. You were talking about encouraging women not to give up. They have a story. They feel like it's a vision inside of them and that they cannot give up. So you could take it from there.
Yeah. So let me just say, I just want to encourage you to do it. To really, really just do it. The thing about when I have been thinking about writing a book for a long time, for a little while anyway, for about at least 2 years when I really said, okay, I really want to write the book. I'm going to go ahead and start writing the book, and just was thinking about what type of book that I would write. I know at some point I am going to write the book where it's concerning my story, like the full blown out story. And I know that it's going to evolve into a movie. I already know it. I don't listen. You got to know what God tells you. The thing for me was just knowing exactly the steps to take. you have someone in your corner that you know Tamara. She's introduced you to me. If you need some support, I encourage you to reach out. I encourage you to do it because it's really going to be like one of the best things that you do. It will help build your confidence. It will help you move from a place of shame and condemnation, guilt. Um, it's a healing process. I often thought about like when people would say, "Oh, you shouldn't speak, or you shouldn't coach, or you shouldn't do this until you heal." To a degree, it is true. If it's still keeping you in a place where you can't move past that moment, that emotion, then you need counseling, you need therapy. So yes, maybe that's not the greatest thing for you to do, but for a lot of us, writing our stories or sharing, it's really the shit, writing our stories, or maybe area expertise, self-help books, inspirational books. It does help you to release some of your story, maybe not everything. Think about what it is that you, as you were saying, Tamara, think about what it is that you do want to put in the book. You don't have to give all details, you don't have to do that. You can just give an overall arch of something, an experience, but you don't have to go into, like I would just say, the color of my bra, to be very detailed like that. But you do want to share it. I really encourage you, because right now is a time for us. When I say for us, Black women to rise up, to really come out of a place that we've been hiding, a place that we've been, carrying the weight of the world. This is a opportunity when you're writing to release a lot of those things that's inside of you. You don't understand that when you're writing, you're also helping someone else. I'm telling you, the testimonies that I got about my book, I really, like I said, I was really skeptical about putting it out there at first, because I thought about the judgment. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you and think I didn't. But I knew I had to push past the judgment. I had to push past what people were going to think. I went back to the day that I really said I wanted to change my life. I had to push past that moment of pleasing everyone else and getting my life in order. And you have to push past this moment that's holding you back, that the enemy's trying to keep you in a place. And sometimes I really, honestly, y'all, I don't really talk about the enemy that much. Why? Because I don't like giving him credit. But I really come to understand that sometimes it's not him, it's us, it's the
Mhm.
person. We're holding ourselves back from proceeding forward and being all that God says that we are. This is why Crystallize Your Vision is so important to me. The first thing that we do is I sit down and we get together, and I hear what it is that you want to create. So if you want to create a book, okay, we're going to start building that out. And in that, what I learned and what I'm learning and what I'm discovering is there's a message that you are hearing in while you're trying to create, while you're trying to execute, while you're trying to do something. There's a message that's going on internally within you that's telling you to stop it, to tell you that you're defeated, to tell you that you can't do it, to tell you nobody wants to listen to you. What message are you hearing? So I help you get clear about the real message that you really need to hear. And then from there we go into strategizing. Then from there we go into executing, and you're gonna manifest that book. I believe that somebody needs that book, because I needed other women books. I needed other books because even though I have my word, I'm drawn to inspirational books. I'm drawn to self-help books because I'm always developing. I'm a personal development coach for a reason. I'm always curious of other different processes or challenges that they had, and also how did they do it, and how do they feel about themselves? How do they feel about sharing their stories, and what kind of process did they use in place? And when we talk about leadership and women and making money and all that, so I need those books. I need what you got. So look at here, look at here. I'm gonna need you to give me what it belongs to me, because what I realized, something else in the process, is that what we have inside of us is not for you to hold. It is for other people. So what you are carrying really doesn't belong to you. it belongs to someone else. God put it in you, and you are to release it before you leave this earth. And you can do it. I'm telling you, I just said to you, I was a high school dropout. Okay, me. What I realized though, the message that was holding me up is I kept hearing that message that I was a high school dropout. That, oh, you don't know how to write, you don't know how to do these different things, and then I had to go back and check. I had to go back and check the memo. The memo told me, guess what? Just because you dropped out, but you was getting good grades. I was always a good student. I dropped out of high school because of a situation in my home. My home was dysfunctional, and that was the way I felt to I can escape my had be, my boyfriend, which became my husband. He was the way of escape, and that was just my outlet. When I left home. I left going attending school. I would have never stopped going to school. You understand? Because I did like school. I did like going to school, but I actually left the state that I lived in. I didn't just do a little runaway. I left the state. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And by me leaving the state, it 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 was a it was an opportunity for the enemy to hook me and put me in an environment that kept me in there for 13 years. And then that's what happened. So now, he played on that story. And what I had to learn was the truth that you're not stupid. You're not smart. You're very intelligent, young lady. Look at what you've been able to accomplish. And I want you to take a look at your accomplishments. And that's how I help women actually up level their confidence. See, what it is you're not taking the time out to do a self assessment. Do a self assessment. And what I call it is the value pack. Because you have a lot of value, you have a lot of worth, and you need to discover the worth that's in you. And a lot of times you don't take time out to discover who you are. And you must do that for yourself, not for anybody else, but for you. You must see the value. And like McDonald call it a value pack. I say we have our own value pack. Come to the table knowing what your value, your worth is. And when you do, you'll feel better about yourself and you stop making foolish decisions. Stop messing around with those men you ain't got. Listen, don't have me go here, Tamara. Because listen, we are undervalued. You undervalue yourself. So you start working in places you ain't supposed to be in. You start being in relationships you ain't supposed to be in. I'm not just talking about intimate relationships either. I'm talking about relationships with some sisters. They're not about anything right now. They're not going where you're going. You need to detach yourself from them. I had to let my girls go from 20 years. Listen, it was hard. I called that chick up one morning. Let me just tell y'all right now. I called that chick up and I said, look at here. I said,
look at here.
Don't ever come to my house again. Because right now you still live in a way that I don't want to live anymore. So we can no longer be friends. I love you, but your lifestyle and my lifestyle is two different lifestyles today. And I will continuously fall back if I continuously hang around you. So don't call me when you see me in the street, walk on the other side, because my life was on the line. And I started to see that I was worth it. I started to see that I was worth it. I was worth telling people no. I was worth saying, no, I can't do that anymore. I was worth it, and you are worth it too. And that's what I want to tell you. There is more to your life. You want to know what my tagline really is? There is more to your life, because God said that to me. And when he spoke that into me, I said, okay, well, then I'm going to test you. Then I want to know what this more is. And he has proven me to be, oh my God, he's proven himself right. I didn't even know I could do half of the stuff that I'm doing. I didn't even know that. I'm talking about 20 years, 21 years. I'm living this life, and it's just getting started. I, Listen, you talking to the next billionaire. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not
All
working.
right.
I'm not asking for validation. I'm telling you what's going down.
Hmm.
So see, that's what happened. So you could do it too. We did it. We doing it. You have some support. You have the support that you need. The thing is that you have to be humble enough. You got to be hungry and humble enough. Two words, the two H's, humble and hungry. You have to humble yourself to ask for help. Make it three. Help, hungry, and hungry. Okay? Help, hungry, and humble. H3. The three H's. Okay? And if you want it bad enough, you got some people that's been in your shoes, that's been there. We gonna come on your book launch. We gonna help you. we'll give you your tips. Let me just say this for me and Tamara right now, though. I'm going to say for both of us. There will be an investment.
Okay.
We paid a petty price, a price for this. We don't mind if you need some tips and stuff. We give out free stuff on our Facebook pages and stuff. You can get that free stuff. But if you really want some work, you want us to help you and work you through this, and show you the real process of how you can get it done and get it done effectively, and get it done where it's going to come back with a good return on it, then you would have to make an investment. Invest. That's what I learned in life. That's what I learned. I am worth the investment. So I do. Like I said, I was at a mastermind last night. I went and drove 2 hours. That's the investment within itself. Driving, sacrificing my time, really because it was 2 hours there and 2 hours back. You have to be willing to sacrifice and make the investment. And that's the difference, is that we have been willing to make the investment. So that's my word for you today. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on. This has been very inspiring for me as well. So you can reach me at I am Crystal Cunningham on Facebook and Instagram. My email address is crystal@crystalcunningham.com. It's spelled with a C, not a K. Okay. Yeah. My baby name is with the K. No, I'm the C. All right. So you can actually order my book. If you order my book, the 2 books that I have online today, if you are wanting both of them, Rise Up and Hope, the gift set, as well as Soulful Prayers, just today, don't think I'm crazy, just today, I'll give you all 3 of them for $30. Everything for $30. You can't beat that. Okay.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm stuck on the age 3.
I'm stuck on the age 3. The 3 H's. Yes.
So that was awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Crystal. So I don't know why I'm hearing like an echo. Do you hear it? Okay. So if you missed the first segment of the interview, please go back and watch it. Let us know you're there. Hashtag replay, because that was lit, dope, bomb, like all of that. All that, a bag of chips, a Snicker, a Pepsi. It was good. And it cut off abruptly on us. So we had to come back and do a round 2. So, Miss Crystal, I am appreciative of your story, your testimony. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I'm glad I'm one in the 5,000 of your friends. And I appreciate, just your transparency, because I get questions all the time, like, how much should I put in the book? I'm afraid to tell my story. How people will see me or judge me, and just just reserved on what, like, they want to do it, but they're teetering. So you touched on everything, and so I appreciate that. Like, that was a slam dunk in the park, because over and over the same message keeps coming through. One, you gotta invest in you, step out and do it, and just keep pushing and learning as you go, because there's no such thing as an overnight success. You will have challenges, you will have obstacles, but you just have to persevere, be resilient, be consistent, and keep showing up. And so you touched on all of that.
Let me just say this to you. Let me just say this to someone real quick, because it's coming to me. You be intentional. I wrote the book in a week. I sat down, I put it on my wall, I scheduled it out, and I focused. And that's what you have to do. You have to cut out all of distractions. You really do. And when that's going to make you feel so good about yourself, you're going to feel so good when you see the accomplishment. And that helps bring your confidence level up even more, because you start to see things. I'm actually have a challenge right now called Reclaim Your Confidence, right? And I just posted in there to them today, is that how you one of the ways also is you are one of the ways you help build your confidence is by keeping the promise that you made to yourself. The confidence comes by off of the promise that you made. Your self-esteem gets low when you start breaking the confidence. When you start breaking the promise, when you don't keep the promise. But I'm just asking you today, keep the promise. Make a promise. You have a sister here that is all about her academy, right, helping you write. Another sister here, as well as myself. If you want to do it, there is an investment, but we're going to hold you accountable so you can keep the promise and you can see the end result. You need to see it right now. You really do. There's a lot of you that need to see end results. And we want to help you get that end result. That end result is going to make you, I'm telling you, that thing just take you to a whole nother level.
And open doors that you never even imagined. But most importantly, it's the you, the confidence, the self-esteem, just how you said, just getting up every morning like, damn, pat myself on the back. Like, you're amazing, you're intelligent, you know, and just loving on yourself because you've overcome some things, didn't believe in yourself, and still made it through. Faced some challenges, some struggles, still pushed through. Didn't know how, when, why, still made it through. So that's, you know, listen, that's the mic drop right there. So, we're gonna close out, and Miss Crystal, if you could tell everyone again everything you have, just run it down. I'm gonna start driving, but run it down. What you have going on, the platforms they can follow you, reach you, all of that.
All right. So right now I actually I'm going to reintroduce because I've been asked for it. So if you're interested in joining a challenge that I have right now, it's called Reclaim Your Confidence. It is a 14-day challenge. If you are interested in that, it's a real small investment. It's only $47, but you're going to get so much out of it. You can actually find me on Instagram at I am Crystal Cunningham. You can, I would just encourage you to go to my fan page at I am Crystal Cunningham as well. My email address is crystalcunningham.com.
Starting route type.
At crystalcunningham.com. My website is crystalcunningham.com as well. And there is some free material that's on there. I am going to be updating it this week. Sign up for my newsletters. I do have tips, coaching tips that I'm going to be, that's going to be in there, and some videos that you can watch. Because I understand, you know, when I first started out as well, maybe you can't, but most people can invest. If you can invest, invest. It's a seed that you're sowing into yourself. Yeah, and right now I have like my book projects. I do have some coaching as well. I do one-on-one coaching. If you want to do a discovery call with me, you can do a discovery call with me. You can just set up the appointment and go on my website and just book your appointment as well. So those are different things that I have that's going on right now. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I'm ready to take off as well.
Which is a lot. Which is a lot. So thank you again, Miss Crystal. I appreciate you. So that will conclude our interview for now. I'm sure there will be many more times for us to catch up and check in. So everyone, my name is Tamara Mitchell Davis, CEO wife, and I work with women, wives who are interested in writing and publishing their books. And when you said the challenge, Miss Crystal, I'm like, I have a challenge starting tomorrow too. It's a 5-day challenge, a writing challenge. I have a group of women who are starting tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Follow Miss Crystal, check in with Miss Crystal. You can't friend request her because apparently she reached her max, but you can hit her up on her fan page, Instagram, all of that. And thank you again, Crystal. And have a wonderful day.
Okay, you too. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.